if we look at the graduate side of things, because I know that in your space in particular, a lot of graduates uh, gravitate towards the busier areas like cybersecurity, and sometimes the first foray into that is through support. What do you think, Sarah, on the graduate side? What does it look like now for graduates, and have
Um,
colleges done enough?
yeah, look, I suppose firstly for how it's going to look for IT graduates, a lot of companies are still planning to recruit, which is great, but it's going to be a little bit more challenging this year. There's about 20% unemployment at present, so it is going to be a challenging market for graduates. But it does depend on their area of specialism. For example, software development, there's still a huge demand at graduate level, and graduates in this area will have their pick at a selection of opportunities. But in general, 2021 is going to be a challenging market. In terms of what the universities are doing to equip young IT professionals with what's needed by employers, there's a mixed view in it. So I suppose firstly, young people in Ireland have, among the highest levels of education in the world. We're known for a robust education system. It's revered worldwide, and it's contributed to a lot of the growth and foreign investment in Ireland. But anecdotally, clients give us certain feedback about candidates perhaps not selling themselves enough.
Okay.
So maybe their CVs aren't written to best illustrate their experience. Often their CV needs more work. They need more work on, interview preparation, interview technique. So that's obviously where we come in to help on the softer skills side of things. The soft skills that have become more important since the pandemic have been obviously communication, your interpersonal skills, your teamwork skills, work ethic. People are self-managing by themselves. They're left to their own devices. People are joining teams they've never met before, which is very difficult. They're having to learn a company culture remotely. So it's definitely brought challenges naturally.
Yeah, and I think that's a really important point. I suppose as technical recruiters, we look for the technical skills that people have first.
Yeah.
But if last year proved anything, they are obviously still important, but softer skills within IT, not something we ever really looked for. They are becoming so important now.
Yeah.
So I think for even for graduates, they've had to learn and study in such a difficult way
Oh,
last
yeah.
year, but they'll have learned those softer skills earlier on in their careers. And I think if we look at the you know some areas of IT that necessarily wouldn't have needed those soft skills, and they need
Mm-hmm.
them now. So I think
Yeah.
that's a really good point.